Hi there, what's up guys? I'm Dr. P. Welcome back today for another Fortnite video. I really appreciate you taking the time to stop back by. Now today, I want to take a look at some more map changes that have happened recently along with the introduction of Season 7 and go over what it might mean. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm uploading daily Fortnite content, often many times per day, keeping you caught up on exactly what's going on in the world of Fortnite. If you're buying any V-Bucks, make sure to use my support a creator code. I want to give a shout out to a couple more guys who have shown proof of them supporting me in the item shop. It's really easy. My code is Pineapplez YT, and if you want a shout out in an upcoming video, make sure to send me some proof for a chance. So I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard about these statues, the frozen ice statues, kind of near the iceberg in the snow area in Fortnite. This is a map change that happened along with the introduction of Season 7, but I kind of, just didn't know what to talk about. But now I kind of have a theory I want to lay on you about these statues. So let me just go ahead and explain what they are. You can see just southwest of the iceberg of Polar Peak, there are 3 ice statues. Various different Fortnite skins. You have the Red Knight, as seen right here. You have the Love Ranger to the right, and you also have the Raven, who is on the tallest perch. They all appear to be at the ready, ready to fight, ready for combat, especially the Red Knight here, who has her shield up and she has her spear ready to go. She's aimed right at Raven, and Raven is aimed right at her, so clearly there's some sort of one-on-one conflict going on there, but it's strange because there's also another statue. There's the Love Ranger statue, which is pointed in the general vicinity of Red Knight. We can assume he's probably looking at the Red Knight, but the finger doesn't exactly line up. The finger of the Love Ranger is not pointing squarely at the Red Knight, so, it's probably inferred there's kind of a 3-way fight going on there. I'm not sure what the sides are, I'm not sure why they're fighting, I'm not sure who made the statues, because clearly someone did. There have been a lot of leaks recently suggesting there are going to be winter versions of the Love Ranger, of the Red Knight, and of the Raven, and that's very possible. Apparently it's all in the game's files, so that could just be an indication of the winter skins to come. But then again, I made a video a little bit earlier today on that sundial, the thing that looks like a clock over in the desert biome, and just like that, I don't think Epic Games takes things like this lightly. They are very precise, very articulate with what they decide to actually put and feature in their game. So yeah, if it were up to me, I would say there's definitely some hidden meaning behind it. I'm curious why Epic decided to use the Raven, the Red Knight, and the Love Ranger. Those 3 exact skins. Completely random skins. You wouldn't probably picture those 3 together. Typically, they don't really remind you of each other too much. So I wonder why they chose to pick those 3 skins and why exactly they're important and specific to the storyline to be featured there. If you travel a little further southwest into that area, there's actually a couple new islands off the side of the map, and under one of those islands, there's another Perma Rift. You guys know there's a Perma Rift underneath Wailing Woods. With that rift they were studying, they were looking to see if they could we think they were trying to figure out how to replicate the effects of the rift. It looks like they have been pretty successful in doing so. They have a huge operation, a huge lab under Wailing Woods, and with the start of Season 7, there's been another Perma Rift added to the southwestern corner of the map, so almost 2 polar opposite sides of the map, there are 2 Perma Rifts. In terms of what it means for the storyline, I'm not sure, but in terms of the functionality for playing the game, it actually really helps when you land on the edge of the map when you have a quick rift to get a little further inland, because the storm circles are less likely to be on the outskirts, and obviously that's a big downside to landing on the outskirts, because then you actually pretty much are guaranteed to have to move in, sometimes very far distances to the circle zone. An interesting tidbit about the new Perma Rift is that you can actually still see the ice castle, the exact same ice castle that you could see in the Perma Rift in Wailing Woods inside the rift. So I wonder, if there's any connection. I think at the very least we are connecting those 2 rifts. You can see the same thing through them, so they have to be at least in some way, shape, or form similar at all, you know what I mean? Just has to be that way. There's actually another island too off the coast of the map just over here, but there's basically nothing on it. It's just a filler island. There's pretty much nothing on it, which is kind of interesting. I'm surprised, but nonetheless, let me know what you guys think about the Perma Rift. There's 2 of them in the game now. I'm curious to see what other developments there are over the course of this season, because the lab is still down there in Wailing Woods. They're still working down there, and clearly they're still up to something. Nearby that that second quote-unquote filler island, though, there's actually a little ledge in which you can see a tent with the AIM logo on it. You can also see a campfire. You can see some weird growths out the side of the island with a bunch of bones wrapped around it. I'm trying to figure out why that is, but there's also a literal grave here on the ledge of the island. There's a gravestone. It could literally be such a minor detail. It could be something big. I wonder if it's possible someone important to the storyline died right there. I've been thinking recently, and especially so for this season, there are a lot of mysterious in-game map changes that have happened that I don't think we've seen since Season 5. I think Season 5, obviously, they added the desert biome. That was a big update, a pretty good amount of map changes, including the stone heads, the Easter Island things, which, ironically enough, were also statues. You also had areas like the racetrack and Lazy Links get added. But anyway, Season 7 has a lot of big, mysterious map changes that we're waiting to see, if at all, how it impacts the storyline. You know, obviously I made a video earlier today where I was talking about that sundial, or the clock, whatever you want to call it. You've got the laboratory in Wailing Woods, you've got the second Perma Rift, you've got the statues, the frozen ice statues, you've got the submarine kind of hanging up there in the snow area. So many things are going on with the map right now, and my brain is going this way and all directions, to be honest. It's kind of tough to really pinpoint what's going on, and that's what's awesome about Fortnite. I've been covering Fortnite long enough on my channel, you know, I'd say almost a year at this point, over a year, and if there's anything I've learned from covering this game, it's that nothing is ever what you think it is. You're going to have a tough time trying to predict accurately what's going to happen with Fortnite. Now, we may get bits and pieces, and we do get bits and pieces. We figure stuff out. It's not like we're completely incompetent. But if we're trying to actually nail down what's happening for the next season, it's pretty unlikely because Epic Games doesn't want to tell you. They want you to find out. They want it to be a secret for as long as possible. That's why usually we don't find out what's happening to the game for sure until a couple days before something happens. Usually they'll have a big patch, in which case they'll put stuff in the game's coding, and then, of course, data miners, there's no way to really stop them. They figure it out, they leak it, and then the rest is history. Inside of the official Season 7 trailer Fortnite put out, you know, whenever Season 7 came out, the plane that was featured in it had an interesting wrap. It looks like it has Christmas lights all over it, and I'm wondering if this could be a new potential wrap obtained by challenges. Of course, we need to wait for version 7.10 to come out to see if anything new comes out in the files for wraps, but definitely this is something that I would love to be able to rock on my, you know, my vehicle skins or my weapon skins. I think a Christmas light skin is one of the most brilliant things Epic could actually come up with in terms of putting a new skin at the game during this time. Guys, in the comments section, I want to know what you think about everything. What do you think about the ice statues, or the secret islands off the coast of the map, or the new wrap coming soon? Literally anything or anything else you might have to talk about, let me know in the comments. I read them all for sure. If you leave a comment, you can rest assured that I'm reading it. If you want to get into contact with me and you want me to respond, though, the best way for me to respond and to individually talk with you is on Twitter. You should be following me if you're not. You know, I always update on Fortnite information, and I have some pretty good tweets too, I think. I sincerely hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like, of course, subscribe to the channel, help me get closer to 400k. We're getting closer each and every day, and if you could take a second and just hit that sub button, I promise you, you won't regret it. Like I said before, I'm uploading every single day covering the very latest in Fortnite news. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in another one very, very soon, and until next time, guys, take it easy, and peace out.